Hey there, fellows. Here's what we're up to in this one. We've all come together, and we've decided why not make us a catamaran out of PVC pipes. So the idea is to make a boat where you can relax and float on the water and just chill. So let's piece one together and see what comes out of it. Let's do this. We make a boat out of PVC sewage pipes. Translation and voiceover by Be My Russian. We've driven to a lake, everything is going well. There are plenty of people hanging out here. We've brought our vessel with us, and we're about to send it sailing. We'll just put it on the water for starters. With no additional load, check the buoyancy. And here's something interesting. We've implemented a curious little hack, though in my opinion it's not a good idea. We've got some tire valve stems on there. One for each of the lower pipes and one for each of these circuits. The reason we've done this, well, people are gullible. And some are convinced that if you put air into these pipes, that'll increase their buoyancy. Pause the video and share your thoughts in the comments. But we've put those in. I mean, that guy put them in because he's positive that we can inflate them and keep the boat from sinking. I guess we're about to see if he's right. So we're pretty much ready to get this onto the water. Now this should be good for about a 110 kilo payload, though I only did the math for the straight sections, not the bends. 110 doesn't sound too bad, plus you've got that seat, a small frame, this shaft, but in any case it should be able to hold the weight of Nikolai over there, am I right? You weigh 65. I mean, I've also lost a bit of weight, but I am definitely not 65. Anyway, it's time for us to start the testing. Let's do this. It barely weighs anything. How much load would that be? 3, 4, 5 kilos? And there's nothing to put together here. The key thing is for the test to be successful. Of this vessel. Let's go. Oh, the water is nice and warm. Lovely. Right, let's just toss it right here. Oh, very nice. Stability is fairly decent. Do the honors, Nikolai. Hop on there, let's see how it holds up. And you thought you'd have to inflate the pipes. Oh, but look at that. It appears that the blades are barely getting submerged in the water. The angle... We can't make the angle any wider. Here's what I think we should do. Since all of it is, tied together, let's just move the seat back to change the weight distribution. Or the blades to be submerged at least this deep. Yeah, let's dial everything in and hit the water. It's all good. I'm almost like Carlson, except the propeller is sticking out from a different place. Right. You want to know where we've gone wrong? It seems to be bending in this area. This is under a bit more stress compared to this area. Once we're at speed, it should go in deeper, yeah. Okay, let's tighten the bolts. For crying out loud. Let me have a seat. I don't need a footrest, and it is very stable, despite what some of us expected. They're bending, you say? Well, what do you expect with my almost 100-kilo frame? Who am I kidding? I'm the full buck. Okay, tighten the bolts and let's head out. Okay, so we've adjusted the position of the seat, moved it back for the rear end to submerge, but unfortunately the pipes are bending slightly. Whatever, I don't think it's that big of a concern. The important thing is the blades are in the water. Even in this position, they're almost fully submerged. And so now, the steering handle is in place, we fitted a keel, it's all good. And now, to make sure we play it safe, I'm gonna have to... Wait a second, we forgot the oar. How are you gonna paddle, mister? I'll use my hands if I have to. Yeah, let's go. Can you give me a push? Wonderful, and so now... Oh, the steering leaves a lot to be desired. Why is that the case? What is it with the steering? I turn the handle, and that only makes the front end dive deeper. That tells us we picked the wrong spot for the rudder. It's in the middle, and that apparently isn't ideal placement. Forward, that should turn us left. Back, that should steer us to the right. Let's try flipping around and see what happens. Well, I am getting somewhere, but not confidently by any means. Straight up, and we're gaining speed. That's nice. This is pretty punchy. Not bad at all, I must say. And we are carrying quite a bit more speed than if this were a normal catamaran where I would have been pedaling. And that is good. How's the starter motor doing? Seems to be doing alright. Can you start turning, please? It's time to head back to shore, because the camera guy is waiting for me at quite a distance, and here I am crossing the entire lake. As far as I can tell, the rotation of the blades is what's turning the boat in a certain direction. Yeah, that is definitely the case. We are gonna have to revise the steering. But it's moving along nicely, and I'm glad it is. Such a small thing, but it can still bring a lot of joy to a grown man. This is pretty good fun, this is. Do I have enough turning radius? Also, it slows down whenever I turn the rudder. It creates a bit of drag, so it slows the boat down. And it looks like I'm out of battery. Oh, no, I'm not. It actually overheated. What do you know? And it seems to have severely overheated. I can smell the distinct aroma of overheated battery. Wait, not battery, I meant to say starter motor. And wiring. Yeah, doesn't want to do anything. Which isn't ideal, I am in the middle of this lake after all. That is terrific. But no worries, I am able to swim. And though we didn't bring the life vests, so that's not a problem. I'll row my way out of here somehow. And somehow would apparently be in the old-fashioned way, using my feet. Also my hands. Let's go. We really should have set up some pedals. Just for some peace of mind, knowing that you'll make your way back. Yeah, that would have been great. Okay, so I've made it back, and here's the situation. A starter motor is obviously going to require a lot of juice. Our kill switch didn't do very well. The thing is, we don't have a bearing next to the starter. This doesn't keep things well centered, and as a result, it's all constantly out of whack. You got internal bits hitting each other, things start to overheat, move out of place, short circuit, and all of that resulted in... This doesn't turn stably anymore. Not very enthusiastic, and it's producing a bit of smoke. But the boat held itself together, which is quite nice. Yeah, this is off to a good start. But the experiment continues, the thing still runs. You gotta take it easy, with a bit less amplitude. And the steering actually propels it quite nicely, take a look at that. It's like you're going down a canal in Italy. Gondolier, is that the word? Hopefully I didn't offend anybody. Come on, flip it on. Didn't get far though. No, he's still moving. No, this is really good fun. Especially if you're the one sitting in that seat. What's wrong? He has abandoned ship. Oh, good lord. Captain's the last to leave the ship. You should jump ship last. He's the captain, after all. And so to sum up the experiment, we've made us a recreational catamaran. It's a true DIY deal, and this didn't cost much at all to put together. I mean, these might actually be leftover parts after you've built a house, I don't know, a steam bath or what have you. And if you've got a body of water nearby, you can make something like this and just chill. Yes, the propulsion system is lacking. The starter motor and battery combo didn't do super well. Also, the battery will require charging. The starter motor overheated in our case, and it no longer works, by the way. That's because we didn't fit an additional bearing to keep everything on center. So there was a lot of movement, and at the end of the day, it tore itself apart. Now, we do have a few ideas as to how to improve the design, and dare I say it, make this thing way faster. up the stability, and make the thing a whole lot safer. Because, well, to everyone who wants to build their own, the connecting points between the pipes might be prone to disconnecting, let's just say. All of that needs to be secured, we need to get a frame going, and we need to seal everything up where the boat is twisting. So yeah, there's quite a lot that can be done here. But the important thing is this worked. I almost made it across the lake. Now make sure to keep things safe. We honestly just forgot the life vests. We do have them. We're gonna continue working on this, but you tell us what else we can do. Maybe our ideas will coincide? Because if we want to make this a lot faster, that'll involve a new engine and some comprehensive redesigning work. Share your thoughts, and that's all I got for you. Watch us. Send in your suggestions, comment, give us a big thumbs up. All right, catch you later.